Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Take It to the Table with me, Juanita Orr. Y'all, we're not going to prolong the time. We have a good one today. I must admit that this probably won't go as you guys expect it to go tonight. And the reason why I say that is because I had a few people, well, no, not a few, but I had one person who I talked with earlier today, and she gave me her perspective on the whole situation, and it kind of opened up my eyes to a lot of things. And so at first, well, before we get started into that, let me share with everybody what we're talking about. We're talking about Carlee Russell. That's the young lady that got supposedly abducted a few days back. She went missing. Supposedly she saw a child on the interstate as she was traveling home from work. She said she saw a small child on the interstate walking on the side of the interstate, and so she stopped to help the child, and she got abducted. There was someone, she said, hiding in the woods, and when she got out to help the child, she got abducted. So before we get started, though, I don't know if you all saw the press conference on yesterday with law enforcement, but in case you missed it, I'm going to actually play it before we get started so you guys can hear in detail on what they had to say about the whole situation before we get into talking about what happened. So, like I said, I don't know if you guys heard yesterday, heard the press conference, but I'm going to play it for you right now. Now, bear with me. I really wanted to share it, you know, so you guys could see it in real time on my page here, but I didn't know how to do that. So, I'm going to actually play it on from my Bluetooth so you guys can hear it. And then after I play it, then we'll get right into talking about what you guys think, okay? So, but before we get started, let everybody share the live. Please share the live before we get started. Say hello to me in the comment section so I can say hello back. Hey, Deaconess Bannister, Sister Jeanette, hey, Sister Jackie, thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, go ahead and share the live for one, and then say hello to me in the comment section so I can say hello back, okay? So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna play the press conference from yesterday, and after we listen to that, then we'll get right into talking about we're gonna get into talking about the case, okay? So bear with me, guys. Here we go.
Chief Nick Dursis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank everyone for being here today.
Let me know if it's
Besides me, stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case. We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear, that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
Okay, y'all. So we're waiting for them to play the 911 call. Bear with me. We are waiting. It's not on our end. It's on their end. I don't know what they do. But they're trying to get their recording together, I guess. Let's see if I can speed it up a little. Well, you know what? Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Bear with me. I don't know what happened here. Still connected.
What kind of
I'm gonna back it up. Let me back it up. Okay, here we go.
Hi, I'm 59, and there's this kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where am I supposed to go? Are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hunter Med, like you got by the Med. Okay, so you're before the exit? Yes. Okay, and you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards that foot or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay, and was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound. How old is they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is that a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white like a tiger Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. Okay. Is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the shop from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't believe these are not good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. Okay. All right, and do they have shoes on? No. Not that I can see. I can't really see that. Look. Okay. Alright, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to stay, keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thank you.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by our family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captors said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear on her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham bus station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. So there you have it. The press conference from yesterday. So let's get started. And let me let you know. Okay, so let me say hello to anybody else who came on while we were listening to the press conference. But just to let you know, okay, so I can't see all of my comments. Why? Why can't I see all of my comments on here? But anyway, you guys, if you want to comment or come on with me, please feel free to do so. Let me share. Hold on, y'all. Let me share with you all the link, and you can just click on the link and it'll bring you into the waiting room. And once you get in the waiting room, I'll see you in the waiting room and I'll invite you in. I'll go ahead and I'll bring you in. But I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to place it in the comments. So if you want to join me, please, ma'am, please, sir, just click on this link. If I can post the link, come on. Okay, here we go. And there you have it. That is the link. Or you can just say something to me in the comment section. Just say, hey, I want to join you. And what I'll do, I'll try to send you I'll try to inbox you the link. Okay. But anyway, that was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. Now, before I actually heard the press conference, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I think we all were trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But after hearing that press conference, I think that kind of that shined light on a lot of stuff. Now I have a young lady, and I hope she's gonna join me. I hope she's gonna join me live. I want her to come on because, like I said earlier, before I spoke with her earlier, I had a totally different outlook on the whole situation. But then she, gave me a reason to kind of back up and kind of, rethink it. So, and I hope she comes on, and if she comes on, I hope she's going to be prepared for some, some controversy, because it's the way she's thinking is logical, but a lot of people probably don't agree with it. But I wanted her to share her perspective, her opinion, so you guys can see that it could be a totally different side to this whole thing. And so yeah. So I'm hoping that she's gonna come on. But anyway, you guys, what do y'all think? Two other hey Annette, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for jumping on. And y'all, let me know if you click on that link and you're unable to get on. Just let me know so I can go ahead and send you out a personal link so you'll be able to join me on live. But yeah, this whole situation, like I said before I heard the press conference, I was kind of leaning towards, they probably did her so wrong, because a lot of people were saying about the Amber Alert, stuff like that. Because really, when it first got on the news, I don't think they said anything about any Amber Alert, and I think that kind of set a lot of people off, because they were thinking, okay, well, why didn't they do an Amber Alert? But not realizing that law enforcement, they were doing their job behind the scene, and they probably didn't think it was necessary to do an Amber Alert. They just probably thought it wasn't necessary because of so many holes in the story. For one, I think the biggest thing was the video that they had when they showed her driving along, even pulling up and driving along the side of the road. They didn't see a child. And then, like the press conference said, she drove along the side of the road for at least 6 football fields, the length of 6 football fields. So imagine that. Yeah, I can't even probably walk 1 football field length. And you're talking about 6 for 3, because she said this child looked like it was 3 to 4 years old. So for a child 3 to 4 years old walking that far on the side of the road without going in the road, that's it. I guess it was just not realistic to the police officers when they heard that story, or when they saw the video and they didn't see a child and they just saw her driving along the side of the interstate. Another great point that somebody made, they said, why was it that she was the only one that called in? If a child is walking on the interstate, whether you stop or not, you definitely going to pick up the phone and you're going to call 911. It's going to be multiple people calling 911, reporting a child walking on the side of the interstate, especially that time of night. And then that interstate, it appears to be a busy interstate. So why was it, I guess they were thinking, why was it, they only received one phone call reporting a child walking on the side of the road on a busy interstate, when you got, probably hundreds and hundreds of cars passing through that time of night. So maybe that was another reason why they didn't see fit to call an Amber Alert because it was some holes in the story. So okay, let's go to our comments. I'm still trying to understand what it was done for. Trying to understand what it was done. So was the baby following her? Kim. So the baby, okay, so initially she was supposedly driving home from work. She saw a small child on the side of the interstate, walking on the side of the interstate. And so she pulled over supposedly to help the child. And when she pulled over to help the child, she said that someone came out of the woods mumbling that they were checking on the child. And then they grabbed her, took her in the woods and through the woods and put her in the back of a trunk, in a trunk. And then from the trunk, I think they said she said she got moved to an 18-wheeler, I think. That I think that's what they said. Y'all comment, let me know whether that was what the press conference said just now, because I don't want to give out any false or wrong information. Okay, so Jeanette said, I don't know what this was about for her, but it's just didn't say right, because the interstate is busy. Exactly. Annette said, well, Lanaka, which is Annette, she didn't want to be found. That's why she researched Amber Alert. There's an age limit. Okay. Annette also said most people don't know that there are cameras on the interstate. Y'all, there are cameras everywhere now. You can't get away with nothing. Let me give you an example. Okay, so I think I think it was here in Columbia. Don't quote me, but recently on the news, he just actually got caught, I think, on yesterday. But it was this white male that was going in stores and robbing stores. He was covered from here down. He had a cap on. Only thing that wasn't covered was his eyes, but he had a cap on, pulled down. He had one of those rags on over his face, covering till about right here under his eyes. He even had gloves on, long sleeve shirt, where you really basically couldn't see none of him but his eyes. Don't you know that they took somehow or another from his eyebrow? His eyebrow. They found him from his eyebrows. And I was looking like, really? Y'all, he got caught because of his eyebrows. They have so many different types of technology now. You really can't get away with nothing. And like Annette said, there's so many. There are cameras in places that you would never even imagine. There are cameras. Now with Carlee, what happened with her when she got in her neighborhood? They said they saw her walking towards her home, and right before she got to her house, she started screaming and yelling and being frantic, I guess, just to follow through that she was abducted. But she didn't do that until she got up close to her home. And they got all of this footage from what they call it, the Ring cameras on the doorbells from other people's home. So there are cameras everywhere. You cannot get away with nothing now. I'm telling you, there are cameras everywhere. Just like they had the cameras on the interstate. She never, probably in a million years, thought that there were cameras on the interstate. And that's how they originally, thought that the stories had a lot of holes in it. But Now, allegedly, you heard me say allegedly. Um, this is allegedly. She did this because um her boyfriend, her boyfriend broke up with her, and he got with a stripper. And they had I saw somewhere where they showed a text message or something. It was a message she sent to the girl, telling the girl that, you know, she was ugly. The girl was ugly and she was pretty, and the girl had no life or whatever. You know, she was a stripper and she was a nurse, and, you know, just bragging on herself, I guess. But supposedly the guy got with a stripper, and he left her, and so she did this to get his attention. And then the Red Roof Inn. She was at the Red Roof Inn. Well, they did. I think they caught her. I mean, not caught her, but they had footage of her going in the Red Roof Inn. She stayed at the Red Roof Inn, and they said she slept with another guy just to get back at her boyfriend. I don't know. So the way it sounds like all of this allegedly is over a man. A man. And so that's why she did it. I say it's a you know, some people were saying mental health issues, and she may have some, but then, you know, we're so quick to put mental health illness on our children today. And this is a sermon that our pastor preached probably either last Sunday or the Sunday before, talking about how we're so quick now to call everything mental health, mental health, mental health. No, we got to stop, because we got to realize it's power in our tongue. We got to stop speaking that over our children. I think today it's discipline. Our children are not being disciplined like we used to get disciplined back in the day. It's like the parents now are really scared of the kids. They're scared to discipline children, or they want to be the child's friend, and they don't want to discipline the child because they want to be the child's friend. And then you got those kids. It doesn't matter what the parent do. The parent can bend over backwards trying to discipline and guide them, and you know, and just try to keep them on the right path. And they just don't want to do right. You know, they get hooked up with the wrong crowd, and they just don't want to do right. They come from a good home, but they just choose to go out in the street and just not do the right thing. So yeah. But y'all tell me your comments. Okay, so we have Jeanette says that's a poor excuse. It truly is. It truly is. What they call a crime of passion. That's what I think it was. I don't think, and she might got some things going on. Now, let me, and I wish this person was on. Let me send them a text to see if they're going to get on, because I really wanted her to come on and share her point of view. Because when I tell you, when I spoke with her earlier today, I had my mind made up. My mind was made up, whereas, you know, this was wrong, and it was nothing to really justify, it's nothing to justify, you know, what she did, but she just gave me a different way to look at the situation. And I wanted her to share it with you, but if she don't get on, I'm going to just have to, I'll share with you guys what she told me. But I wanted her to get on so she can enlighten you guys. I was so she can enlighten you guys on her outlook on the whole situation. Let's see here. Let me see. But share with me your opinion and your thoughts. Your opinion and your thoughts. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that because she is, I hate to say it, but I think she's going to be serving some time behind this. And I think that they probably use her as an example. Yeah, they're going to really use her as an example. And you know, what she did was really, really uncalled for. It was bad, but I think they're going to really kind of throw the book at her on this one. And then she's still lying. She still has not come out yet and just, you know, share the truth. And really, all she's doing is digging that ditch. She's digging it deeper and deeper and deeper. And eventually, guess what? She's going to fall into it, and all that dirt going to pile up on her. She's going to be buried in all of her lies. When all she got to do right now is just come out, tell the truth. I messed up. I lied. I'm sorry. But there are consequences. And she's going to have to suffer the consequences, whatever that may be. But the longer she try to prolong this thing and just keep lying and lying and lying, she's making the situation even worse. She's making it worse. So the best thing for her to do right now is just to go ahead, come out, say she messed up, tell the truth, and just, you know, see what the punishment going to be. Because it's going to be some repercussions behind this. She might as well get ready for this. But what you guys, what are your opinions? What are your what's your opinion? So I just sent her a message, y'all, to see if she's going to be able to get on right now. So let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Why did that keep doing that? Let's go back to the chat. Oh, I got a lot of I hope I'm going to be able to see y'all comments. She really took it way too far. She did, Kim. Kim, did you want to join me on the live? You want to come on, Kim? That's a poor excuse. Did you want to come on, Kim? You want to join me on the live? I would love to have you on the live so you can share your opinion with the people. With the people. And Kim, go ahead and check your inbox for the link. Check your inbox for the link that was sent to you, Kim. So you can join the live. And once I see you in the waiting room, I'll bring you on so you can share your opinion with everybody. But I'm waiting to hear back from my other person to see if she's going to be able to join. But if I don't hear nothing back from her in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and share with you all her thoughts about the whole situation and why, you know, I kind of changed my mind about the whole situation once I heard her point of view about the whole thing. And it made a whole lot of sense, because a lot of times we can sit, and it's easy for us to sit back and say what we would or what we won't do until it's us. Until it's us in that particular situation, or until it's one of our children or grandchildren or somebody that we know and love in that situation. And then that's when we step back and we can really understand the other side of the story. Let's see who we got on here. Somebody said something. Miss Judy. Let's see what Miss Judy McCoy said. Miss Judy. Her plan exploded too fast for her, and then she didn't know what to do. Exactly. But you know what? She thought this thing out thoroughly. She really did, because the detailed information she gave to the law enforcement, y'all, she gave detailed information to them about what these kidnappers done to her. The part when you heard they said the kidnapper, they fed her the cheeses and then they played the girl played in her head. Y'all, she thought this thing out. She really did. This was not just a spur of the moment type thing. And as you saw, all the stuff that she sat and she Googled, trying to get information on. So this wasn't nothing that she done in an instant. This was something she sat down and she thought this thing through. But where's the baby? It's no baby. It's no baby. It's no baby. It's all just a big, allegedly. Let me put that out there. Allegedly. Until they come out and law enforcement, they already know. They know, but they're waiting for her to come out and just be truthful. They're just waiting for her. They know what they know what's going on. Because why is it a coincidence that you Google Amber Alert? What's the name of the movie? Taken. About an intruder. No, that's not a coincidence that all of this happened like the day before or the day of you going missing. This was planned. It was all planned. All planned. Okay, so I don't see her. She didn't comment back. So let me share with you what she shared with me. Because when I posted earlier, I'm gonna read to you all. I took it down. Okay, so I posted earlier, and I don't know if you guys saw it when I posted earlier, the picture of Carlee. Somebody placed a picture of her on somebody else's body, and it had Taken, the movie Taken, like it was an advertisement for the movie Taken. And so and I thought it was pretty funny. I did. I thought it was funny. So I posted it. And so she posted up under my post. She was saying that we should be praying for the young lady, which we all were praying for her. We were praying for her safe return. We were praying hard for her safe return. But she was saying that we all should be praying for her and not, picking on her on social media. And we what was the other thing? We should not be. Let me see if I can find it. I think I took it down. I think I did. Because I don't like, especially on social media, I don't like controversy. That I don't like going back and forth with people because it's not even necessary on social media. And I think a lot of people on social media, they hide behind the keyboard and they post ugly and evil stuff, and it just, I don't know. To me, it's just unnecessary to be going back and forth with people over, and a lot of times it's situations that has nothing to do with us, And I see how people be going back and forth and arguing, and like really, like it's not that serious. It's really not about you anyway. So why the back and forth? I don't like nothing like that when it comes down to being on social media, going back and forth like that. That's not me. That's not what I do. And as you can see on my pages anyway, when I post, is always something encouraging. I post different quotes, trying to motivate people and keep people encouraged. But I am not going back and forth with nobody over social media about nothing, especially if it has nothing to do with me and my family. I ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. So let me see here. I think I took it down though, y'all. But and see, this is when you're mature and you're a grown woman, when you can actually call and speak with the person. Because after she posted it, I wanted to hear her side of the story. I wanted to hear what she really thought. Because already I had it made up in my mind. This girl was wrong. Whatever they post about her on social media, that's what she get, and I had no sympathy really for her, because I told her I was kind of upset of the fact that that she had everybody thinking that she was missing and worried about her, got people praying and it was all a hoax. I was just upset about that, like, why would she do that? It wasn't just a local thing. This thing went national. And so I was just upset about that part of it. But after speaking with her and she, gave me her perspective, I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're right. A lot of times we don't sit back, because it's two sides, well, really three sides of every story. The right, the wrong, and the truth, So I heard her side of it, and she made a whole lot of sense. She made a whole lot of sense. And so I'm trying to see if I can find the post that she did. And what she said that made me have second thoughts about the whole situation. Let's see here. Okay, comment. Was that? That's not it. But y'all, come on, y'all share with me y'all thoughts about the whole situation. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, let's see here. Oh, did I? Okay, so this is what she said. She said her situation is sad. However, as Christian women, yes, she did wrong, but we should be praying for her mental health and not persecuting nor beating her down. The world is doing enough of that. I am instead praying for her to heal from whatever hurt or mental state that made her do what she did. Also, she knows she deserves to be here. I'm not above sin, so I bow my head in prayer for her. And that was her comment. So I'm like, okay, but the girl did wrong. We can't just wait a minute, hold up. We can't just overlook the fact that it was some wrongdoing in there. Yeah, we praying for her. Yeah. Well, let me tell you what I told her. What I had comment, which I posted and I took it down because I said, you know what? I'll call her on the phone and we can have this conversation like grown women over the phone instead of over social media, which a lot of people don't do these days. They think that they can go to social media and just post any and everything and just air out all of their dirty laundry on social media. I don't believe in that. I think I saved it. I probably didn't. Oh my God. Apparently I didn't. Apparently I didn't. I thought I saved it. My part of it. Well, maybe it wasn't meant to be saved. How about that? Maybe it wasn't meant to be saved. But I'll just share with her that, yeah, we all were praying for her. It was a lot of people praying for her. But the fact that it was all bogus and it was all a hoax, we can't overlook that fact, because there are consequences behind your action. And I was going to share with her, with the children today, the kids today, I think the problem with them today, we just take and brush things under the rug. They do wrong and we try to justify, brush it under the rug. And we try to put everything these days on mental health, mental illness. But some of them may have some mental illness issues, but all of them don't. All of them don't. You got to call out wrong when it's wrong. You got to call it out, because if you don't, then guess what? They're going to do it again. If you don't, they're going to do it again. So you got to let them know there are consequences behind your actions, whether they're good or bad. But there are always consequences. So when you go out here and you do something, and I call it stupid, that was stupid what she did. That was very stupid what she did. But guess what? We've all done some stupid things in our lifetime. We've all done stupid things. And that was the point that the young lady made to me. She said, think about it. When you was young, when you around that age or younger, you I got this light on here. I'm gonna turn this light off. This light is hot. Y'all, I'm sorry. If y'all can't see me, y'all can hear me. That light is hot. I'm about to pass out. It's already 100 degrees outside. But anyway, like she was saying, when we were younger, we've all done some stupid things, and especially behind a boy. How many of you on here probably did something stupid back in the day, and you glad that they didn't have social media, but some of that could get out and get national on social media. We've all done stupid things in the past, stuff that we can sit back and say, you know what, thank God for grace and mercy. Because Lord, if that had gotten out, But it's a new day and time that we're living in now. And so everything now is on social media. Everything is on social media. And like she was saying, yes, the girl did wrong, but we don't have to just put her on social media and just really make her feel so bad. And you know what it is? Let's call it like it is. Cyberbullying. We don't have to sit here and cyberbully her on social media, because she's already probably feeling bad. She's probably sitting wondering right now how to get up out of this mess. But she's wondering how to get out of it without the consequences. It's going to be consequences. There are consequences behind your actions. But like the young lady was telling me earlier, she said, the kids today, the child need guidance. She needs guidance. Maybe, and like I was telling her, I don't know. I can't blame that on mental illness, because we don't know. We don't know her state. We don't know that. So we can't just put that on her. You can't speak that over somebody when you don't know. If she hasn't been diagnosed with that, we can't. The tongue is a powerful thing. So we can't put that in the atmosphere about her mental. She got mental illness. We can't speak that over her life. But she needs some guidance. At this point, she truly needs some guidance. And a lot of times the kids don't like talking to their parents. And I know her parents are probably embarrassed. And that's what the young lady said too. The young lady said that the parents are going through also. You know, they're embarrassed, because this is their child. This is their child. So if the child is hurting, they're hurting too. They're hurting just as much because it's their child. And so every time they, go on the internet or social media, whatever, and they see all of these memes and videos and all that kind of stuff floating around, it's really making them feel worse than what it is. And like she was saying, with the girl in her state of mind right now, with her seeing all the negative stuff that people are putting out, it may make her do something that she truly regrets, which is true. And the other thing she was saying, oh God, it just popped in my mind and then popped out. But it was another good point that she made about the child and the situation. But I just pray and hope that she, get somebody that can sit her down, talk with her, and let her know, baby, just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Go ahead, because the longer you prolong this thing, the more lies you're going to have to tell. You got to tell a lie to cover up a lie. And then to cover up that lie, you got to tell another lie. So it's going to go on and on and on and on and on. And she's just digging the ditch deeper. And eventually it's gonna cave in on her. It's all going to cave in on her. So she needs to just come on out and just tell the truth, get it over with, and suffer the consequences and get on with her life. Get on with her life. She made a stupid decision. She made a stupid one. We've all made stupid ones. But now you got to just brush yourself off, get up, and go on with your life. It's not the end of the world. You're still alive. Thank God you're still alive. Thank God that this was not true. But you got to pick yourself up and go on. Go on. What was it was something else that she said to me that made so much sense. When I tell you, after I finished talking with her, y'all, I saw a whole different, it was like, okay, I understand. Oh, like she was saying, what if that was one of our kids or grandkids? What if? What if? Because kids these days, you really can't put nothing past them. Never say what they would or would not do. But what if it was one of our kids or our grandkids? How would we feel if we had social media attacking our children or grandchildren like that? How would we feel? How would that make us feel? But like I told her, with social media, it's a dark, evil world. Social media can be a dark, evil world. You have those that get on here, on this little blue app, like they call it, and their mission is to see the bad in anything good. Their mission is to get on here and attack anything good. They want to make it an argument, because when they turn it into an argument and they're going back and forth, that means they get more views and they get more likes. That's their mission, and they get more money. So that's their mission. Their mission is to come on here and find anything that's positive and good and turn it into something bad. That's social media. And that's why I said we have to be careful with letting our children get so caught up and involved with the social media thing, because I'm telling you, that thing can get in their spirit. Always seeing negative on social media. And then guess what? Eventually they're going to start acting, saying, doing, typing the same exact negative stuff that they're seeing on this little blue app. So we have to be careful with how much social media time our children are getting in. We got to be mindful. I'm telling you, because in the long run, It can backfire on you. And it could turn out where one of your kids could turn up to be in a situation just like this one. Because remember, like the young lady that I spoke with earlier today, she said, remember, she went on and Googled all this stuff. Social media. She Googled all this stuff. Social media. She got this stuff, information, idea from social media. So y'all, let's be mindful of what our children are looking at, involved with, friends with on social media. I'm trying to get back to the live here so I can see if we have any, because I see a lot of comments coming up, but I can't see them from here, so I gotta read them from my other device, y'all. I'm sorry. It became an open, this from Annette Lanakamo. It became an open rebuke when she made it public, wasted lots of resources that could have been used, and that was my whole point too. She made it public. She did. No, ma'am, nothing to involve the media and the police. That came from Kim. Kim said, no, I feel like she really wanted the attention. But she got it, Kim. She got all the attention in the world. National attention. She got it. I don't think she was looking for this type of attention. Kim said she told a whole movie lie. See, Kim, did we just have this conversation? Would you give the same consideration to a person that goes out and kill a group of people and later says he or she hasn't been? Yeah, no, I would not. Because and don't get me wrong, we're not saying that we're gonna we're justifying or trying to cover up, or no, she did wrong. She did wrong. Yeah, she did wrong. But I think the point that the young lady was making earlier when I spoke with her, don't beat her up on social media like we're beating her up, but maybe try to help her because she got some issues and she needs help. And so maybe in some kind of way, and y'all, this is what she had said to me earlier. She said, it was so funny how we all came together as a community when she was missing, how we all gathered around, as a community when she was missing. But soon as we found out that it was all a lie, how everybody just turned on her and back off. And like she said, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to raise a child. So why back away from her at this point? Because this is the time that she really needs us as a community to come around and try to help her, because apparently there are some issues. Now, I thought that was a good point. So y'all beat me up if y'all think I'm wrong. But I thought that was a really good point. We all came around and rallied around when she was missing. Everybody was praying. And like she said, we need to pray now. This is the time that she really needs prayer. Because what would make her do something as crazy as this? So this is the time that she really, really needs our prayers. She needs our prayers. She needs our motivational encouragement. She just needs people to rally around her and make her tell the truth. For one, somebody need to sit down with her and say, look here, these people are only going to be patient with you but a little while longer. That's it. Because law enforcement, they giving her, they already got it made up in their mind what date they going, and they gonna knock on the door and say, come on, go with us. And she going away in handcuffs. But they giving her the time to just come on and be honest and tell the truth. But she only got a little while longer. They're not gonna, I'm telling you, their patience is running short. Okay, so I hope y'all, some of the, I am sorry, some of the messages, the comments that you guys are making, I cannot see them. But I hope I covered as much as possible. That is it, y'all. I want to thank y'all for getting on. This was a really hot topic. We're going to stay on top of this story because I'm waiting for Carlee Russell to come out and tell her side of the story, the real side. Because the way things are looking now, it looks like it's just a lie. Just to be honest, that's the way it looked. And like the law enforcement officer said, the person who did the press conference, like he said, the information that they have shared with us is not anyone's opinion, not what nobody thinks. It's facts. These are all facts. Everything that they share with us about, all of everything that she Googled, and these are facts. So with the facts being in front of us, Carlee, it really looks like, it just looks like you're lying. Point blank, period. We're just going on facts. Now, if it's anything other than that, I'm waiting. I am truly waiting to hear and see and understand, what, I don't know. I just can't see it. I just can't see. Ain't nothing really that she can say or do. Because all the facts that are out there is pointing towards a lie. The needle is pointing, saying lie, lie, lie. So, but y'all, that's it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for getting on. Like I said, I'm going to stay on top of this story. Y'all, join me on my live. I have another Temu Hoyle, a Temu shipment. For those of you that don't know what Hoyle is, a Temu shipment that came in. Y'all, when I tell you, I got some wigs. I ordered 2 wigs. I'm going to put them on my live and show y'all these wigs. Y'all stay tuned for that. I thought I would do a little different look, so I ordered me some wigs. So y'all stay tuned for that to see how these wigs look. And not just that, I had Kim gave me some things that she ordered, and I'm gonna show y'all. The purses that she ordered, and yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna do a live on my Temu Hoyle, what I got versus what I ordered. Anyway, thank y'all for getting on. Y'all have a good one. And don't forget now, if it's something that you want me to talk about, discuss, or take it to the table, just contact me, inbox me, let me know, what issue or what subject you want me to come on and conversate about. And I'll put it into action. So don't be afraid, y'all. Just come on and let's talk about it. Y'all have a good one.